Let's get into the final chapter of the Flash War. So boom, we pick up where we left off with Zoom attacking the Flashes.
You lost, Flashes! I wanted you guys to be the heroes, but y'all couldn't get that shit done, so I'ma do this shit myself.
Wally saves Barry, then goes to attack Zoom.
Where are my kids? Where did you hide them?
But he ends up getting his ass choked instead.
Me? No, that's on you. You never understood, Wally, but Barry gets it. Barry, you know how to make tragedy a hero. You lived the same life as me. Mothers taken away at a young age, a madman changed our lives forever. But destiny turned us into heroes. These events turned me into Zoom, but that was the path I needed to run to join you as the new Flash.
Wally and Barry tell him, hell nah, you will never be the Flash.
Shit, you might be right, but the strength force makes me stronger. The sage force makes me smarter, so I'll be something better. You were always blind to the power of the speed force. See your homies over there? You should be their master. You think they're your equal. You never even thought about the other forces out there.
Then Zoom tells them
Now that he broke the Flash family, it's time to fix the past, the present, and the future.
Then he takes off running. The Flashes lock in and start chasing him. Meanwhile, we see Iris, Wallace, and Code in nothingness, aka a place called the Knowing. Code says if they want to get up out of here, Kid Flash has to run them back into the time stream. So Kid Flash locks in and gets to running. Back with Zoom, we see him enter the time stream with the Flashes on his ass. And Zoom just starts trolling them.
Oh, it looks like I got some sidekicks. Would you like to make a new Flash family?
Not only is he talking shit, he's breaking their ankles. He thanks the Flashes for breaking the force barrier, cause now,
crack boom!
He can now enter hyper time. In here, he can pick and choose any reality he wants. All he needs now is the last force, which is the still force, a dark alternate current to the speed force. The Justice League encountered it not too long ago, and that shit's not nothing to play with. They can't let him get that shit. But there's also another problem. Wally's been to hyper time before, and it doesn't look right. The reason why is because of the break in the source wall. So as a result, hyper time is dying. But Wally stops in his tracks when he sees the future of his children, Ira and Jai. They can't slow down right now or they'll lose Zoom. But my boy Wally is in a genjutsu right now. He misses his family. Barry tells him he needs to lock in right now. You right, twin. And they get back at it. But as soon as they catch up, there's a loud crack-boom! What the? Wait, where are we?
Don't you recognize the 25th century? You were just here, remember? Our little adventure erased it, leaving me room to create something better.
Barry and Wally are pissed. Where are Kid Flash and Iris?
It doesn't really matter. All is lost or found at my whim. You both could have had these powers if you wasn't so weak. But I guess that I'm the only one that's truly worthy of this power.
Then he starts choking Wally. But at that moment, Wally's eyes start glowing as another memory kicks in. We used to be friends! He finally remembers bro, and he releases temporal energy, knocking Zoom back. Zoom is like, what the hell did you just do? And gets back to running. You saw what you just did? When you had a temporal seizure, you hurt Hunter. That could be the key to taking him down. How? Think about it. Every time you remember something from your past, you have a burst of temporal energy that clashes with your speed force connections. Now, Hunter is connected to the speed force, and the temporal energy hurts him as well. I think if you expel the energy, maybe you can give off enough to stop Hunter in his tracks. You felt so guilty about forgetting your past, your family. You can let go of that guilt. We might be able to knock him out at hyper time. But if I release the temporal energy to stop Hunter, what if I forget my family again? Are you really asking me to let go of my memories? No, embrace them. The past and legacy are important, and you can learn from them to help us all move forward. You're connected to the people you love, whether here or not. It's your greatest gift, Wally. How are we gonna catch up to Hunter? I'm running as fast as I can. I'm barely keeping up with him. You asked me if I remembered the first time we raced, but I never answered you. Of course I remember, Wally. I know I've forgotten a lot of things, but how could I ever forget that? I was always so lost in the science of the speed force. I missed out on having fun and just cutting loose. But you always knew to enjoy the speed. And the day we raced, that was how you won. And now you need to remember you're Wally f***ing West, the fastest man alive. Wally locks in and catches up to Zoom. This race is over.
You really think you can keep up with me?
And Zoom tries to smack him in the mouth, but the smack goes right through Wally. And that's because he's vibrating so fast, he's intangible. It's something my daughter taught me. She took after my Uncle Barry. My son taught me that sometimes it's okay to be stubborn. And Wally flies ahead of Zoom. He thanks Zoom for helping him remember everyone in his life, the two people that made him. Channeling the memories of his family, Wally was reminded that he doesn't run through the Speed Force alone. My family runs with me. Then he releases all the temporal energy he built up, knocking Zoom back. No! And there's a loud ass crack in the background. All of a sudden, Barry is back in Central City. He looks around like, where the hell are Zoom and Wally? Until a bright light shines in front of him. It's Kid Flash, who made it back home with Code and Iris. Barry is happy to see that they're safe. He tells Kid Flash he's proud of him, but Kid Flash is mad at Barry for leaving them behind when he went after Wally. They can't keep doing this to us. To me. Code pulls out his scanner and he's like, Barry, what the hell did y'all do? There's no more temporal energy in the Speed Force, meaning all speedsters are done with time travel, which also means that Code is now stuck in the past. That's tough. But on his scanner, he locates Wally, and we see bro in the snowy mountains of Oregon. Barry pulls up on him and helps him up. Where's Hunter? I don't know, but if you and I escaped hypertime, then so did Zoom. I saw the people we lost, Barry. You saw them. Our family. We have to find Zoom. And he starts running off. But Barry tells Wally to stop. No more running, Wally. We need to talk this shit out. Please. Barry, I've been angry with you for so long. And it's because you mean everything to me. It wasn't Linda or the kids who grounded me. It was you. You pulled me out from the Speed Force. I may be faster than you, but I'll never outrun you. Hunter was right. I wanted to be you so badly for so long that I made the same selfish mistakes as you. It was wrong of me to ask you to run with me after everything Eobard put you through. Hunter knows about our future, how to find our family. I'm going after him, even if it means going back in time. But Barry lets him know that time travel shit is over with. Wally looks up. Hunter, he won. Barry says we might have took that L, but let's go home and figure this out together. We have to stop running. After your mom died, you stood still for years. I might make my own mistakes now, but I refuse to make yours again. I'm not you, Barry. I'll never stop running. And he takes off, leaving Barry standing there. And he thinks about everything. He's no longer the fastest man alive. He gives the Justice League a rundown on the new forces and their possible connection to the Steel Force. Kid Flash has been spending more time with Robin, and he's worried that Damian might be a bad influence. Iris is searching for Wally. She hopes he'll reach out to the people he loves. Commander Code is determined to investigate the new forces and find a way home. Barry says he needs to find Hunter and fix the damage that he's done, meaning he must be faster. The Shattered Force barrier has changed everything, and he has no idea what else was unleashed. But no matter how dark the road looks ahead, as long as he learns from the loss, he'll always have hope. Meanwhile, somewhere else, we see a young speedster. Woohoo! Not sure if you heard of me, Wally, but who cares? Force barriers down, and now the one and only Bart Allen is back. That boy Impulse has arrived. We get an epilogue in the 25th century at the Iron Heights Penitentiary. The renegades are rushing inside the building. The readings show that there were some massive changes to the time stream during the temporal event. Time travel is broken, and we're all that's left of the renegades. We'll deal with that shit later. Iron Heights is the greatest prison in the multiverse. Eobard Thawne built it after he caught its only inmate. If he ever escaped, they get hit with an attack, fading all of them out of existence.
Finally, the Flashes will pay for what they've done to me. Worlds will live, worlds will die, and the multiverse will never be the same.
The inmate that broke out has the name Crisis on his cell. And that, boys and girls, is the end of Flash Wars. Let me know your thoughts on this series in the comments. Also, let me know what other heroes you want to see in DC or Marvel. But on that note, I'm going to see y'all boys and girls next time. Ah!